Welcome along, fellow drifters! Today is going to be the second part in a series called Event Guides, with this video focusing on survival run events. The name of the event might get you wondering, what exactly am I surviving? Well, you are surviving against two obstacles in order to score lots of points. Your opponent and the clock. What does this fully involve? Join me as we go through the basics of the event and some tips and tricks on how to maximize your winnings. So, what is involved with a survival run event? Well, you are given at the start of each day of the event 100 entry points. These entry points are the point currency you need in order to race in each difficulty level of the event, with the entry points required being different for each of them. You can earn entry points by doing any kind of regular race outside of the event races, such as story races, verse battles, day of the week races, and many others. You can't earn points from real-time battle races, however, so avoid wasting your time on those races if you're looking to get more entry points. On the event race screen, you will see how many entry points you currently have, the 5 difficulties you can select to race in, and how much entry points each one costs. From left to right, you can select Easy, Intermediate, Advanced, Super Advanced, and Spirits. Each difficulty has a different max amount of points you can possibly get, different lap times, and lap counts. If we look at the Spirits difficulty, for example, you can see that it's a 2-lap race. The amount of time you start with is 50 seconds, and you can use a total of 12 nitrous tanks throughout the entire race. Tapping on the difficulty, you can see who your opponent is, the car they are driving, and the max amount of points that can be possibly earned. Notice that my gas usage for this race is double of what my car's gas usage normally is. This is because if you race in Advanced, Super Advanced, or Spirits, which the races in those difficulties run for 2 laps, your car's gas usage will be doubled. If you race in the Easy or Intermediate difficulty, your car will use its regular amount of gas since you would only be running 1 lap. If you go back to the race screen and tap the button on the bottom left, it will open up the event info screen, where you can see your current ranking out of all the players that are participating, how many battle points you have, how much exchange points you have left to spend in the exchange shop, and what your current rank is set to reward you if you finish in that ranking. If you tap on the blue button next to the letters BP, you'll be able to see the event bonus cars and event bonus companions list. Here you'll be able to have a look at the different cars and what bonuses they grant, and if you switch to the companion tab, you'll also be able to see the list of companions and what bonuses they grant. If you have an event bonus car or companion, you will see in the rarity and bonus section of that car or companion a highlight showing you that it's in your garage, or in the case of cars, sometimes they can be in your car storage. So you'll be able to quickly tell if you've actually got something that will grant you a bonus or not. You will also see a row of buttons that when selected will take you to various screens. You can select ranking rewards to see what kind of rewards you can get by placing in certain positions. Or you can select ranking lists to see who the top 10 players are and who is surrounding your current position. If you have anyone in your friend list, you can select friend ranking to see where you place compared to all of your friends, as well as what leaderboard rank each of your friends are currently placed at. Lastly, you can view the exchange shop screen, where you'll be able to exchange your event points you've earned from each event race into prizes of your choosing. Heading into a race, you will see a big timer next to the speedometer with a lap counter as well. Once the race begins, the timer will start counting down. You need to make sure you stay ahead of your opponent and get to the finish before the time runs out. To increase the amount of time you currently have, you need to score either a good or an excellent drift. The better your drift, the more time you'll get added to the timer. If you look at your nitrous count, you'll notice that it will have increased from its usual 3 to either 6 or 12, depending on what difficulty race you selected. You won't have access to all that extra nitrous immediately. Once you go past a checkpoint in the race, any nitrous that you've used will be refilled, ready for you to use again. If you run out of nitrous bottles, which you can see your current amount at the top of the screen next to your gas before starting a race, the game won't be able to refill your nitrous when you pass checkpoints, so make sure you've got plenty of it. You'll also notice at the bottom of the screen, right on top of the drift judgment box, is a small combo bar with a space available for a number to fit in. When you start scoring drifts, every excellent or spirits drift increases your combo count by 1. Once you hit a combo of 3, every excellent drift you score is automatically converted into a spirits drift. If you score anything below excellent, your combo will reset and you will have to build it back up again. If you manage to keep your combo from the beginning right until the end, you will score a full combo bonus, which multiplies your score by 1.2. At the end of each race, you will be awarded points based on how much nitrous you used and what your maximum combo was. If you lose the race or the timer runs out, you will be awarded a very low amount of points. You will also be given a random rank based on your race performance and a set amount of monthly tickets based on that rank, with the rank ranging from rank D up to rank S. The higher the difficulty you raced in, the better your chances will be at scoring a higher rank if you win the race. If you lose, or if the timer runs out, you will not be given a performance rank. If you've beaten the difficulty you raced in for the first time in the event, you will be given a first time completion prize. For every difficulty excluding spirits, you will get 50 gold. For spirits difficulty, you will instead get 100 gold and a commemorative avatar that you can use to show off to others that you completed that difficulty. Before you exit the race results screen, a race victory in any difficulty will award you a daily nitrous, and a race victory in advanced, super advanced, or spirits difficulty will award you both a daily nitrous and a daily 100 gas tank. So that is how the survival run event works. Now let's move on to some tips and tricks to get you started in improving your skills. Tip number 1. Do random verse battles or double gas races to build up entry points. If you weren't already aware, winning 3 random verse battles in a row will award you with 5 nitrous. Completing these races will grant you a decent amount of entry points as well. This is an easy way to both build up your nitrous resources and your entry points at the same time. If you're not particularly fast with building up your nitrous, however, and you're looking to get entry points as quickly as possible time-wise, then any race that doubles your gas usage is what you should do instead. Races that double your gas will also double the amount of entry points you score. It's a very quick-fire way to build up tons of entry points. Tip number 2. Avoid saving up too many entry points. Sometimes it might seem like a good idea to save up lots of entry points and then spend them all after, minimizing the amount of time you spend on getting entry points. It can be a double-edged sword if you're not careful, as getting too many points can result in missing out on a lot of event races if you run out of time to use up all the points. In my personal experience, I've done this before and I've run out of event time to be able to use up all my entry points to try and score lots of points for the actual event itself, so be careful with how much you save up. Saving up to 1,000 points at a time is a safe measure to ensure you don't end up wasting any. You can always jump back into regular races and get more points as you go along. So word to the wise, do not save up too much, like I did. And tip number 3, practice the rhythm of the track. With Survival Run being the only event that will make you loop the entire track, practicing the track can sometimes be tricky, especially when you throw nitrous into the mix. If you think of the track as a tap rhythm, it can be easy to get yourself into the moment and memorize exactly when to use nitrous and when to hit that steering wheel. If you're not getting some corners quite right, focus on changing your timing and work it into your rhythm. If you're still finding it to be quite a struggle, try equipping a companion with an excellent plus skill to your car to increase the excellent judgment range on each corner to make scoring those excellent drifts easier. You can sometimes even throw on music while you're racing. It can help with the rhythm side of things. To end this video, I will show you 2 examples of 2 races I've done. One example will be a race I managed to score a full combo on, and the other example will be a race on Spirits difficulty using all 12 nitrous. Do note that for these examples, my car is equipped with an Excellent Plus medium skill companion, and these 2 examples compared together can show you what the stark contrast is between not using nitrous and using nitrous, how it can mess up a rhythm and how it can be counteractive. So have a look at both of the examples and judge for yourself whether you think you'll be able to handle using all nitrous to try and get a full combo and get more points, or whether you will stick to no nitrous and try to just get a full combo. If you found this guide to be useful, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment if you wish, and subscribe to stay updated for future content. I will see you all next time.